Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Welcome. Today we are playing more of our game here, The Outer Worlds 2. I don't know why. Every time I do like an intro, I forget what game I'm playing. But we're finally going to do the quest through that I've been waiting forever to do. And we're going to just hop up into it, I guess. Alrighty, so to Cloister, back to the ice level, my favorite. Now this is, I think we're gonna keep the same two this time because like the order I think is who we're working with. And so I want to have the old lady with us, since she's basically the order. Did we go the wrong way? No. Okay, we're good. That's a little scary. I thought I went to the wrong place. Oh, we should just fast travel.
Hey, Commander. Something tells me the order will
Heard that rift? Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Members of Auntie's Choice are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
What?
Huh. If only one of us could have foreseen this situation. But I'll stay back, Commander. Ain't no reason to cause a scene.
You should heed the wisdom of your friend.
Inez isn't with Auntie's Choice. She just likes the armor.
Yeah. These hues suit my complexion real good.
As likely as I find that theory, we have rules and regulations for a reason. We are at war, you might have noticed.
I can keep my people in line.
Fine. The consequence is beyond your head if it proves otherwise. Head on in.
Yeah.
Just as I am that worked. I ain't sure about this. Being vastly outnumbered by the enemy ain't a corner I like to be backed into.
Nah, you'll be fine. Bro, I don't know what is going on today. I am just in pain. What the freak? Like, my back is sore. My stomach hurts. Freaking sucks.
Agent, I have a message for you.
Okay.
On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right.
I was led to believe that Victor would be expecting me.
Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him.
Not Victor.
Positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs. The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview. no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is. Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you?
You knew what I meant.
All conflict is transient in nature. To dwell on the negativity of a moment is to risk missing the opportunity of what comes next. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters: science and progress. And you for recognizing such quality of vision. But now, I fear I have kept you long past an ideal duration. May all your problems precede solutions.
Feels real nice. Nice in here. Wouldn't mind us dragging our feet so we can enjoy the warmth a little longer.
It is pretty nice. These outfits are ridiculous, though. Like, what are you guys wearing, bro?
Agent, over here.
Who's that? Oh, the vicar.
Ah, there you are. I was informed by Gertie you've agreed to help us reconvene negotiations. With your aid, Auntie's Choice and the Order will soon be rivals no longer. Just think of all we can accomplish if our two sides reject fractiousness and combine our efforts. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I will let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
The cylindrical coordinate model of color space in hue.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
I received a message that Ruth was indisposed and to speak with you instead.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
So can I see her?
Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
Okay.
I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Asa ought to know about this before we make a move. Otherwise, do me a favor and make sure I'm not in the vicinity when she hears of it.
What did it say? Thank God we could fast travel from here. I was afraid we were gonna have to go outside first. That would have sucked. On the road again. Damn, big ol' rift. Oh my God. We walked right on it. Let's put on this thing. Awesome. Okay, hopefully this road just takes us straight up there. All right. Can we get inside here? Hey. That was nice. All right, onward ho.
Well, if only we had a device for closing rifts, like the one we found on Praetor.
Bro, I don't know why I'm so addicted to looting. I feel like I don't need so much stuff, but I just constantly have to be grabbing it all. We could just turn it into junk.
Loath as I am to mention this, it may be wise to turn back. Return when Azza's with us. Her repute could give us an advantage, should we wish to speak to the cultists.
Isn't Azza theoretically in charge of Glorious Dawn now? Those Rift cultists in Newton might stand down if she's present.
Okay. They keep hinting that I need to get Azza. Is there not a way to switch my companions without going to the ship? We might be screwed. Where is our ship? What the heck? Bro, am I high? How do I go home? This is freaking annoying. Okay, we're back. We got the chick. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
How I ended up here. With the cult nothing but an empty, discarded idea. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even.
Okay.
Not too reckless to heed your counsel, at least when it comes to the remnants of the Dawn.
I wasn't expecting all this right now. What about those in Newton? What were you saying about them?
Obviously a group who themselves were too reckless to heed my call to disband. They may listen if I am standing in front of them. Facing me down is decidedly different than disobeying me from afar. Any who remain obstinate will be dealt with.
All right, let's go do it.
You there. You need to leave. Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony. But please, give me an excuse to kill the betrayer of our exalted leader.
Betrayer? How dare you? I'm no betrayer. It is all of us who were betrayed. Summon your hierarch now if you value your wretched life.
I don't... that is...
We have a device with the power to manipulate rifts. You'd better do what she says.
I can't. Hierarch! Hierarch Wolcott! You're needed over here! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Wolcott? Wolcott's your hierarch? Shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia. Here to spread more deceptions like your broadcast.
The only deception was your leader.
Of course. It's so simple even you can understand, Wolcott. She was setting us all up to be political pawns. Our deaths were to be proof of the Consul's superiority as a leader. But the only thing your imminent and excruciating death will serve as is proof of your incompetence.
Let's lie.
Do the deceptions never end with you and your ilk? I'm no fool. What you claim is an impossibility. How would such a thing even work? Yes, of course it does. Makes perfect sense. If it does, in fact, do such. Can never be too certain about things of such import. A lot of crazed theoreticians about. Come, prove to me this device can do what you say. Then I will decide. But let me assure you, if you do anything but follow me to the rift, violence will ensue.
I'm not worried about no violence, bro. I am violence.
Do not wander too far. My threat of violence is not to be taken lightly.
Are you coming or not?
Open fire if you don't stay near me. I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion towards your claims, but consider my interest piqued.
The rift is huge compared to all the other ones we closed.
Why is the hierarch leading outsiders to the rift?
Something of great import is afoot. No one gets escorted to the rift. Is it time for sacrifices? When's our turn?
Acolyte Varnum said he heard them talking about a device that can change the nature of the rift.
That's preposterous. Must be some tomfoolery at hand.
Is that Azza the betrayer? What is she here? And why is she still alive?
If you can indeed control the rift, as you say, that changes things. It could force us to rethink our understanding of the rifts, but we are nothing if not truth seekers.
Bro, hurry up. Try to push him.
We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim. Gods, this should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you.
Brother. No. Seems you hadn't, you heard. Asa disbanded the cult, and for good reason.
And if you'd actually listened instead of being your normal fool self, you'd understand why. The leader betrayed us to the Sentinels to save herself. And if they get to you, I'm sure you'd sell me out too. Say the word and I'll just kill you now. Or get out and tell your lackeys to do the same.
I did listen. I just refused to believe. I was always jealous of your closeness to the leader. But you have a device with the power to manipulate the rifts. A power she never had, or withheld from us. I am loath to admit it, but I must accept it. The dawn can be no more. Acolytes of the glorious dawn, prepare. We leave this place within the hour, and then we must separate and save ourselves.
All right, that works. Just do a little parkour here. We made it. Did we not even need to come here? We just had to kick them out, huh? Well, now that I'm here, it's like I have to. Does this have a fast travel point? It does. All right, cool. We'll come back. We'll come back and check this place out later. I'm back.
You bring a cultist into my presence? I hope this isn't a sign you've lost your nerve. Or are you planning on removing the cultists from Newton one at a time, like this one here? I was expecting
one at a time
results.
Well, then it seems today is your lucky day. The Dawn and Newton have been dealt with. By us. Care to hear all the bloody particulars?
Make sure you include the screaming for their lives.
Of course. How could you think otherwise? That was the best part.
You saw a problem and followed your own methods to solve it. I can admire that. Here's something for your trouble. If you removed Newton's unsightly blemish, I believe you may be trustworthy. I have reasoned something predicted has come to pass. One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it.
Say no more. I'm in.
I hope your zeal is properly placed. The Protectorate soldiers guarding the crash site are unlikely to let you close, unless something else is made to arrest their attention. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
Okay, I thought we were only gonna have to do one quest, but I guess we're doing multiple for her. I honestly thought I had.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
Okay.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry.
Maybe we have to talk to the lady. But let's go look around first.
On a scale of 1 to 100, how pleased are you with the garden in its current state? Please, try to capture your exact satisfaction to the nearest 10th integer.
One.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Hello, layperson.
Just a bathroom, huh?
Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today?
What are convictions?
Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested?
Hit me.
Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional?
All right. You could say I've had some professional setbacks.
Expand on that for me.
Have you seen the rift in the sky? I could have prevented it. I should have.
You are a single gear in the grand workings of the universe, and should not expect to control all of its mechanisms or outcomes.
Thanks for that. I feel strangely better.
Good. Never forget that you are a valuable factor in the universal equation and necessary to advancing the plan. Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment, all things considered.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Come now, don't tell me you haven't noticed our particular strain of hospitality here in the garden. I can only imagine how odd such an abundance of tranquility and friendliness must seem when contrasted with, well, anywhere else in Arcadia, especially in the middle of a war, and so near active fighting. Almost unfeasible, wouldn't you say?
You know, you do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up near one of our settlements? Have a few years of order training?
I'm quite sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I understand you may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. You don't believe in the plan, and you're clearly up to something. She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment she opened her mouth.
All right, I trust you.
Appreciate that. I spent decades undercover with only self-affirmations to assuage my vacillating morale. Well, do I have to shoot up the place? Or will you come clean immediately? Who do you work for, little mole?
By the architect, keep your voice down, please. Even if what you say is true, this isn't a conversation best had amidst present company. Let's talk somewhere more private. Behind the calf integration point, perhaps?
Okay. Just right here?
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous.
It's not very discreet, bro. We're just in the back. All this cloak and dagger stuff has certainly piqued my interest.
Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden.
Fascinating. Do you think they have room for one more participant?
You might put down your proverbial hand once you hear the specifics. The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply.
Why would they do that?
Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder.
So what you're saying is true, we need to tell the people.
Moderate your volume, please. No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance.
So who are you working for?
I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested?
Okay.
All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it Perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood? One more thing before you leave. Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easier.
Okay.
And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
Let's see what she got for sale. Okay.
A second makeup exam will not be offered, so I hope you studied this time, Briar.
Right. No pressure.
What is he doing, bro? Poke him.
Did you know around 1,000 species of bacteria live on human skin? A fascinating, if not relevant, bit of trivia. Wouldn't you agree?
Sorry, you looked asleep.
And prodding me was intended to elicit what result, exactly? At any rate, I am quite conscious, merely waiting.
Okay, for what?
I have no idea. Sometime last year, I predetermined an occasion of momentous import would happen today, right here, at these very coordinates.
I'm pretty important.
Indeed you are. All figures have value in the universal equation, although, upon immediate reflection, I don't think that's what you meant. Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme, leader of the Department of Predictive Analysis, and not terribly good at informal introductions, evidently. Forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer to keep my skin microbiome free of exogenetic cells. You understand? But now, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the agent we've been expecting. I knew loitering at this location would yield results. I, don't suppose you've stumbled upon any of our excogitation chapels around Cloister by chance?
I have not.
Excogitation chapels are order residencies where one can meditate in solitude on specific theorems relating to the plan. They're scattered all around Cloister. Prior to the war, such focused study led to all manner of breakthroughs, with audio logs routinely kept by the scientician in residence. In these unprecedented times, such logs could harbor hidden wisdom. However, with the war on, I've sadly been unable to get my hands on the last of these recordings.
Hey, say no more. I'll hunt them down for you.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly ask you to endanger yourself by seeking out these logs. Cloister is rather treacherous, and some of the chapels are difficult to reach by design. However, if you happened upon these chapels and recovered these logs, I would most certainly be interested in their contents. By my reckoning, the amount of logs to be collected is 4. You have that? 4. No more, no less. Each chapel should have at least one somewhere inside. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Oh, I could just tell on her. Ooh, should I say it? She might let me on. Or this might like kind of make it to where he's just gonna get mad at me. Can you speak to rumors about an experiment involving the garden's water supply?
How do you know about that? I mean, that is quite the allegation. I deny it effusively.
That was convincing. Care to try again?
First, answer me this. What is your interest in this matter?
I'm concerned for the well-being of the people.
As much as I relish the idea of entrusting a stranger with sensitive and potentially incendiary information, I shall have to decline further comment. Perhaps if you were to help me out with recovering those logs I asked for, I could be more amenable to sharing knowledge, but let's put a pin in that for now, shall we? If there's nothing else, I would like to return to my deep breathing exercises.
Okay. So, does it show them on the map? I don't think it does. God dang it. We'll have to cheat and look them up. It's probably like these little squares or something around. Damn it. All right. All right. So we got to run around and find these freaking places. So I think I'm just going to cut out all this running. So sorry if you enjoy watching me run around, but I'm probably going to cut this. There's crazy people out here. I hope I'm going the right way, dude. I think it's up here. Oh my god. Should we watch out for mines? God, bro, we're getting blowed up. Yeah, I can't even tell if I'm going the right way, dude. This sucks. feel like we went in a big circle. Yeah, we definitely just went in a big circle. Oh my god. The mine. Oh god. How do I get up there? So it has like a purple light. Oh, I can't open that. Not me. I think we're screwed, bro. We're not getting in this one.
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
Okay. I can't get up there, dude. All right, so we gotta cross this bridge and get over here, I think. There's just a lot of enemies on this bridge. Hey, I leveled up. I got an achievement, bro. I'm skilled. I got a level 20 skill now. Nah, bro, that's crazy.
Standing by to stupefy.
Do this again. Alright, let's save the game just in case we die again. Dude, that's crazy. So annoying. Oh, it wasn't. Come on. We made it. Just barely. Jesus Christ, that's annoying. Alright, do you think this building is the building we're looking for, right? I think so. Yes, the chapel. Just gotta find our way in. Through the back door? Bro, here we go. I need to get in there, bro. No, not this way. Oh, lucky Spratfoot. Let's go. I think this is it.
The Oracle Laureate hoped that sending me into desolation would mend what he saw as wounds in my mind. The first few weeks were horrible. Grief dogging my every step. Nightmares of my murdered colleagues. But then, the nightmares began to ease, and the grief ebbed away. What replaced them is emptiness. The Order speaks of humanity becoming something more, but their words are insufficient speculation. There is nothing more to be. Only dust and death, and the rifts await us. Those rifts, I find the absolute annihilation they offer oddly soothing. Perhaps I will make one last...
The next one is way over here.
One last journey on the path from nothing to nowhere.
All right, on the road again. Bro, this is just a lot of traveling. This sucks. So much running. Hey, nice, dude. Do we go on? Yeah. I think we go right here. God, it's gonna take forever. All right, dude, we made it. We're to the chapel, I think. Oh, there's scrappers here. No.
Unfriendly company. Purification in progress. Locking them down.
Where's he going?
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
No target.
Oh, why don't we have a chapel key card, bro? I didn't even know that existed. we get in. What the freak, bro? This is stupid. Bruh. The chapel keycard is right here on this pile of body. We can go in now.
Hello. So, I'm trapped. Messages to the Order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Yes, now. Spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. A lot of people die, and not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
The last one's way over here, bro. Okay, more traveling. So for the fourth one, I don't know if I could go there yet. There's one of these is like tied to one of the story quests, and I can't really get it until I finish the story quest. I don't know if I've done it yet, so we might have to. I'll have to do some investigating. Oh, this one's up there, right? Hopefully this will lead me there.
Torpificator at ready status.
A little parkour action. Nice. This one just
Capacitor unit
opened.
away. Recharge before it discharges.
Solitude has been good for my studies. In just 93 days, I have made extraordinary progress deciphering the truths of our universe. For instance, there are none. None whatsoever. Objective reality is itself a concept invented by subjective observers eager to apply reason to chaos. In light of that view, better to assume we are all sleepwalkers, sharing the same dream of consciousness. We are the universe attempting to know itself. Life-affirming, in a way. And to think, I almost walked out into that blizzard last week.
Capacitor out.
All right.
Get it while
So
it's
we've done these. What is going on? Is she down there fighting them? Oh my god. All right. So the last one, like I said, we have to get here, but I think you have to like do a mission to get there. Okay, so this is sad. It looks like we can't do it. we haven't discovered there's a section part of this map that we haven't got to. So this is depressing. We're not gonna be able to finish this. We're gonna have to do I think we have to do this first. Ugh, so annoying. All right. I'm in combat, technically. That's terrible.
Kills win! I'll handle this. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
So we're gonna have to fly to the freaking Paradise Island just to get this one thing, and then we come back. Ugh, kind of annoying. Bro, a lot of loading screens.
Grab's ready if you need a first call. Capacitor out. Get him on his energized.
Let's go ahead and loot. It's like how I spend like 75% of this game just checking bodies for stuff. Is this it? That was easy enough. Now we go back. Gosh, what a waste of time. Bro, how have I never been in any of this areas? Where the hell am I? I was hoping to find like a healing station, but I guess I'm crazy. All right. Let's go back to Cloister. I guess I picked the wrong one. I thought I fast traveled to the other place, but whatever. I guess we just run up here.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
You have no. Crash satellite found. Information retrieved.
Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been! Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet. Not by a factor of thousands. You'll have to tell me about your scholastic experiences someday, colleague. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best behavior.
All right, cool. Now, we've been playing for an hour and a half, and I know we've been waiting for so long to finally talk to this Ruth chick. We're gonna do it next time. So, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, leave a like if you haven't, subscribe if you can. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time when we finally talk to Ruth. I feel like I've said that 3 times now. But yeah, adios amigos.